Hi guys, welcome back. It is my October favorites. I hope you guys had a great month. I am so sorry that I have not done favorites for August, maybe? No, September or August. So it just happened to be that I was feeling like I didn't really have any other favorites besides the ones that I had talked about. But a lot of you guys expressed in a video that I posted that you do like it still when I do monthly favorites. So if I compile all the things that I think were like my favorite from the month, like from each of my Friday favorite videos. So that's what I've done this month, and I have a lot, so I'm gonna really try hard to go through them and not babble on like I always promise and never hold myself to. So here we go. Okay, first thing up is from Redken. I got this from my friend Dana. She gave it to me. She had an extra one. This is the Pillow Proof Blow Dry Express Primer Time Save Blow Dry. You use this on towel dried hair and it completely like reduces the time of blow drying your hair. One of my least favorite things to do is to blow dry my hair. I hate it. I have really long hair. I have a lot of it. It takes me a long time to blow dry it, and I just don't like that. This reduces the time. I don't know how it does that, but it reduces the time, and it also has a heat protectant in it. It smells really, really good. I don't want to spray it, but it smells really, really good. You just shake it up, spray it on damp hair, and go ahead and blow dry your hair, and it protects it. Whenever I'm using heat on my hair, I always like to use a protectant. So I've really been liking this, and I highly recommend it if you're someone with longer hair, or if you're just like me and you don't like to sit and blow dry your hair. It primes your hair, it gives a heat protectant, and it reduces the time. So this is like a lifesaver. Okay, I have several eye products that I have been obsessed with this month and cannot put down. First of all, Makeup Geek really outdid themselves. They came out with a bunch of new shadows, matte shadows, duochrome shadows. I have been more of a fan of the matte shadows just because I find that I use those in my everyday life more than I use a duochrome shadow. I do like to have a little glitter here and there, but I'm really into matte shadows, just darkening up the crease. Let me show you some of my favorites. I do have a full video where I've swatched all of them, but I did want to show you the few that I've been gravitating towards. I do have them on my eyes today. This one in Cherry Cola is like amazing. Blown out, it's like this beautiful red, rich burgundy color. It's what I have on my eyes today, kind of blown out and mixed with this color right here. I believe this is called Curfew. So I have that mixed with Curfew. I just have loved these colors, and the purple and then the rich burgundy mixed together. I love it. So I just really took a bit E35 brush from Sigma, and I just blended, like really just did it softly. I didn't pack it on at all and blend it out. I just used that big brush and just to get a really blown out effect. But these blend so effortlessly. I used Petal Pusher right here, this color right here, Petal Pusher, as my transition color, and it's just a really pretty, nice matte mauve shade. And so I use those three colors together to create this look, and I just love it. They're all really, really great and in quality. Like I said, I find they just blend out really well, so I've really been loving the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. If you're interested in seeing the swatches of all of them, I will leave those linked down below, the videos linked down below. But if you haven't picked any of the new mattes up, I highly recommend picking them up, especially this. Like, I do think that this Cherry Cola color is extremely unique because it is so pigmented and it blends so nicely, and it just really adds that richness with the warm burgundy shade. It's not like Bitten. It's a little bit more on the red side, more red burgundy than Bitten is. So anyways, really been loving them and can't put them down all month. Okay, more eyeshadows that I cannot put down are these from Pure. I love these. These are called Eye Polish Base and Top Coats. I've been using these non-stop. I use them all over the lid. I use them to add a little bit of sparkle. Today I use this color in Velvet on top of, like, after I blew out those eyeshadows, I just pressed it on top. These actually come with an applicator, which typically, I'm not gonna lie, I usually toss the applicators, that like things that come with applicators, to the side. These are non-tossable. reusable. Don't toss them out because they really do help with application and spreading them out. They apply really nicely with this silicone applicator that's provided. So they're just like, they're bases or pigments, but they're wet. And you just, let me just do one on here. This is the color Velvet. And like I said, I love using this applicator because I feel like it almost spreads it perfectly. It fits really nicely in my eye, but so they're like wet like this, but you just can put them on top. You can use them as an all over eye base and top with eyeshadow, but they all have like a really beautiful sheen to them, a lot of really nice glitter, and they stay on the eyes all day without creasing. I have eyes that crease, I have a tricky waterline, so I really test out products that can stay, that I don't have trouble with creasing. One of my favorite colors is Caviar, but I've talked about that one so much I kind of wanted to showcase a few other colors that I'm loving. And then this color is Suede, and I will show you that. It's just a really beautiful bronzy brown. I had this all over my lids in a few videos, and a lot of you said that you wanted a tutorial on it. But it is just so beautiful. You can do it in thin layers if you like and build them up. And then you just get that little touch of sparkle, but it's not too much. They're not too metallic. They just really have that nice sparkle that stays. And then the sparkle glitter part really comes through, but doesn't look overly done. I honestly think if you had more mature skin and you were worried about glitter on your eyes, these are a route to go, because I find that they don't make my eyelids too dry, but they still allow that sheen, but not too metallic where it like kind of shows the wrinkles. Because I have hooded eyelids, so like it doesn't really make your eyelids look crepey, which is really important to me because I find a lot of stuff does, so I kind of have to be a little bit careful. But these two colors are just so beautiful. And like I said, I'm wearing this color Velvet right here on my eyes today. Okay, the other two eye products that I've been loving, and then I'll move on to other products, are this particular eyeshadow from Colourpop. This is in the color Koosh. I just love this. I don't know what it is about it. It's a very metallic, but it almost has like a little bit of this like rose undertone to it. It makes it a very wearable because it's not too cool. I can't describe it, but it almost has like this little bit of a pinky undertone to it. That is Koosh right there. It's extremely metallic. It's called in the ultra metallic finish, and it really is. I love this on the inner corners. I love it to use it as a base or just an all over lid shade. And I've been topping it with this eyeshadow from NARS and the Stephen Klein collection that's out right now. This is in the color Stud. So sometimes I'll just wear this, sometimes I'll wear this and put this in the inner corner, and they pair so nicely together. But these two shadows have just been go-tos for me this month. This is like almost like a dirty, I can't describe it, like a dirty taupey color with some gold. It still has like a little bit of some pink shimmers in it. So I just love it. I love these two paired together, even though they're totally different in color. They're the same tones. I've been wearing them together a lot, and I love both of them. This NARS shadow is a very standout product from NARS for the holiday. I think if you're gonna get one thing, I've really liked this. I like the consistency. I like how it wears on my eyes, and I just really love the color. I think it's a great all over lid shade as well. So really been loving these two together and separately. So I highly recommend picking them up. This is, I believe, in a limited edition set for the fall, and I know that this is limited edition collection for NARS. So I've really been using a couple of blushes this month, and the one that I've gravitated towards a lot is from Bobbi Brown. This is called an illuminating bronzing powder. It's in the color Antigua. It's a really beautiful bronzy pink shade. It looks like a light pink shade, but it has a gorgeous sheen to it. It's like a pink with this really pretty sheen. Like I said, a bronzy sheen. I like to just use it on the backs of my cheeks. I use it like a blush, not like a bronzer, because it's so pink that you can't put this all over your face. You really have to concentrate it right in this area, but it just blends in so beautifully. It gives a glow, but not too much, not like glittery, but like a really nice glow sheen. and it's just such a beautiful everyday wearable color because it has that bronze in it, so I think it transitions really nicely into the fall winter months. So I've really been loving this. I also got another color, I think it's called Santa Barbara, and it's like more of a peachy color. So if you're someone who likes more peach tones rather than pink, they do have other colors that I think you would like. Okay, for highlighters, I have been absolutely loving these from OFRA. OFRA Cosmetics recently came out with 2 highlighters with the DupeThat girls from Instagram. If you are looking for a great Instagram account to follow where you're looking for dupes on products that you love, and they are always finding dupes, so you may have other things in your collection, but they came out with some highlighters. These are so amazing, so soft and creamy. I'm wearing the color, this one right here, and it's called You Do You. In my last video, I said You Do Me is what it was called, and literally a ton of you were like, you called it You Do Me. And I thought it was the funniest thing. I'm like, Freudian slip. It's not like I'm asking y'all to do me, but I called it You Do Me, but it's called You Do You. So this is a gorgeous like peachy champagne shade, and they're just so soft and really, really nicely pigmented. They blend really well. They show up. This is what I want in a highlighter, the formula of these. And then this color right here is called You Glow Girl. In comparison, it's a lot more of like a pinky color. Let me show you them up next to each other. This one's more peach, this one's more pink. They're equally beautiful, honestly. I think if you can pick them both up, if you can swing that, do it, because they're just the most gorgeous highlights, and I've really been loving them. I do have an OFRA discount code down below. If it's still active, I'll leave it just in case. It's just a discount code for, I believe, 30% off. So these are just really, really great highlighters. I highly recommend them if you're in the market for a highlighter. I mean, aren't we all always in the market for a good highlight? I know I am. Okay, a foundation that I have been absolutely loving is the Cover FX. This is the Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. I've used so much of this up. It is extremely pigmented, but it's just a really nice finish on the face. It looks natural. Even though it's like a thicker formula, you're gonna need something to mix it in. I know Jaclyn Hill just did a video recently where she mixed a beauty oil in. It definitely needs something to mix in with it because it's kind of a thicker consistency, but you don't want to add another foundation to it because it has so much coverage to it on its own and just has a gorgeous finish. So when you add a beauty oil, it really does make a nice like finish on your face. This is an oil-free foundation, so it just really pairs nicely on dry skin, on oily skin. It's such a great formula. I love the way it wears on me. I love the way it looks. It doesn't look heavy or masky, but it still gives me the coverage that I'm looking for. So I've really been liking this. I wear the color N25 and I find that it is a perfect match. If you are looking for a great oil that you do want to mix with that, I've been loving this one, but I also just love this in general for my daily skincare. This is from Julep. I know I've mentioned it in a few videos. It's the Daily Clarifying Treatment Oil. I love this stuff. It has just been the most amazing discovery to me recently. They sent this to me and I was like, the heavens gates opened up. I love using this in the morning. I love using it at night. It's really, really a great product. They also have a daily repair treatment oil, so I interchange them between the clarifying and the daily repair. If you have more problematic skin, I would go with the clarifying treatment oil, but they're paraben-free, fragrance-free, and I just really, really like the way that they feel on the skin. They're not too heavy, and I don't find that they cause me to break out. If you are interested in any Julep products, I do have a discount code that I'll link down below if you are interested. But I highly recommend this oil for skincare purposes, and if you're looking for something really great to add it to any of your foundations to give that more dewy look. Okay, next up is lipsticks. I've been going between a couple of different lipsticks this month. I've been using a lot of liquid lipsticks. I've been loving some of the colors from Colourpop, and OFRA is one of my favorite formulas, but I recently, within the month, picked up this Dose of Colors in Stone, and I haven't been able to put it down. I've just worn it so consistently that I knew I had to mention it. I love this color. It's the perfect like taupey, I don't know if you can call it taupey, but like dusty pink shade. It dries down to a really comfortable matte, and I don't find that it like leaks all over my face. Sorry, these swatches of those eye polishes just will not come off. But this is just such a beautiful color. That is what I have on my lips today. And then sometimes I've been topping it or just wearing this on its own. This is MAC's Blankety lipstick. This is one of my all-time favorite lipsticks. I went ahead and picked up a new one because I had used the other one up. But this is just like my favorite everyday color because it does have a little bit of that dustiness to it, but it's like a dusty, nice nude. So sometimes if I'm looking for a little bit more of a pick-me-up, if I've had this on for a little bit, I put the Blankety over it, and I really like the way that it looks. It does give it a little bit more of a nude shade, but I love the combo. I love this on its own. I love this on its own. So these have probably been my most go-to and used lip products for the month of October. That is it for my monthly favorites. Let me know if you guys have any requests for any upcoming videos. I do have a lot planned, and I think I'm gonna do like a Sephora VIB recommendations. I think I might film that next. So if any of you guys are gonna be shopping the Sephora sale, I do have some recommendations and my wish list. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.